Welcome to the Nomadic Spaces podcast. I am Sarah Bronstein of Suka Interior Design, and I help people transform their spaces through smart design. Each week, we explore real solutions for real spaces, no matter how small the size. Because good design isn't just about making things pretty, it's about making spaces that actually work. Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Nomadic Spaces podcast. Today, we are continuing our conversation about short-term rental interior design, and today's episode is called The Secret to Creating Instagram-Worthy Spaces for Vacation Rental Design. In today's digital age, a well-designed space doesn't just have to look good in person, it really needs to photograph and look great online. If you're a vacation rental owner, you already know the power of great photos when it comes to attracting guests. While most travelers scrolling the platforms like Instagram and Pinterest or booking sites before making a decision, the visual appeal plays a huge role in securing your bookings. The question is, how do you create a space that stands out on social media and booking platforms against all this competition? Creating an Instagram-worthy space isn't about having the most expensive furniture or a huge budget. It's really about making thoughtful design choices that emphasize the space and make it unique and appealing, all while ensuring it's photogenic. So in this episode, we're going to talk about some key strategies to help your rental property catch the eye of potential guests and turn your space into a booking magnet. Let's talk about why visual appeal drives booking. When it comes to vacation rentals, visual appeal is really everything. A stunning space doesn't just look good, it creates an experience that guests want to share. Platforms like Instagram have become a major force in how travelers choose accommodation. In fact, many travelers make booking decisions based on photos that make them feel connected to a space they've never even been before. With vacation rental platforms like Airbnb or VRBO offering multiple photos and listings, it's essential that your space stands out from the crowd. Your photos, they serve as a first impression, and often that is the deciding factor in whether or not someone books a stay. So think of your space as your brand. It needs to tell a compelling story and show off what makes it special. A well-styled space not only attracts potential guests, but it also invites them to envision themselves spending the time there. Tip number 1, create a cohesive color palette. One of the most powerful tools in design is color, and a cohesive color palette brings everything together and sets the tone for the space. When designing for Instagram, it's crucial to choose colors that are both visually appealing and calming, as they'll draw attention to the feature of the room rather than overwhelming it. Consider soft neutrals like whites, grays, or taupes, which photograph beautifully and provide a versatile backdrop for other design elements. To add warmth and personality, incorporate accents in bold yet harmonious tones. Think of muted blues, emerald greens, terracotta reds. These colors pair well with natural materials like wood and stone, giving your space a balanced and inviting feel. A consistent color palette across your rental creates a sense of harmony, which will make your photos look professionally styled. And it's also easier for potential guests to imagine themselves in your space when the colors flow effortlessly from room to room. Number 2 is add unique focal points. In the sea of vacation rentals, you really need something that makes your space stand out. So adding a unique focal point will help draw attention and the eye and spark interest. And that will give your space that wow factor that is just perfect for Instagram. A focal point could be anything from a custom piece of art, a vintage armchair, maybe a statement lighting fixture. Statement lighting is essential for creating an inviting atmosphere, and it's easily one of the easiest ways to upgrade your rental. A bold pendant light or a statement chandelier could really elevate a space, and it adds a modern and stylish touch. Don't forget about accent lighting like floor lamps and table lamps, which can highlight unique features in the room and add functionality and depth to the photos. Feature walls. A feature wall can help draw attention to a specific area of your rental. Consider a bold wallpaper design, a beautifully painted accent wall, or a collection of art pieces. This kind of detail gives guests something memorable to admire when they visit, and hopefully even take a selfie with. If possible, opt for custom or unique furniture pieces. Whether it's a hand-painted table, a restored antique, or a locally crafted armchair, these one-of-a-kind items will give your space more character and help tell a story. Not only do they make great conversation pieces, but they also photograph beautifully. Imagine transforming your space in just 30 seconds without spending a single dollar. It sounds too good to be true, right? But that is exactly what my minute-by-minute home refresh guide helps you do. Whether you're a busy professional who needs a bedroom refresh or you're looking to update multiple properties, this guide breaks everything down into simple, timed steps. Start with one room, see the transformation, and then easily scale it to your whole house. Ready to refresh your space? Use the link in the show notes to download the free guide now. Tip number 3, the power of photogenic details. When it comes to designing a space for social media, it's all about the little details. Think about what makes your rental feel lived in and inviting and Instagrammable. Adding thoughtful, curated details to your space can elevate the aesthetic and give it personality. Plus, they'll look great in photos. Plants can add instant life into any room. Whether you add large leafy plants in a corner of a living room or maybe it's smaller potted succulents on a coffee table, the greenery brings color and texture and warmth into the space. Plus, plants are highly photogenic and naturally add visual interest to photos. I recommend using a good faux plant for Airbnbs if you are not local and close by enough to keep up with the upkeep of real plants. A carefully selected art piece or decorative throw can add visual appeal and elevate a room's style. Art really tells a story, and it can help create a focal point that instantly attracts attention. Setting up a dining table with an elegant yet simple table setting can make your rental feel more polished and ready for a special gathering. Think about beautiful tableware and glassware, maybe a centerpiece of fresh flowers. Really transform a basic table into something more memorable where guests could see themselves spending time. Tip number 4 is staging for listing photos. Once your space is ready to impress, it is time to make sure your photos are just as eye-catching. Here is how to ensure your photos highlight the best aspects of your rental. Number 1, hire a professional. The return of investment on hiring a professional who knows what they're doing and has high-res camera will pay in dividends. Use natural light. This is one of the best ways to make your space look welcoming and bright. Make sure you're opening the blinds or the curtains. You're letting the light pour in. Usually early morning or late afternoon provides the best lighting as it's more soft light. And if natural light is limited, consider using warm artificial lighting to create a cozy ambiance. This also goes back to a professional. They might have additional lighting that they can prop up in your space while they're doing the photographs. The right camera angles can make a room appear larger and more spacious. Use wide angle lenses or settings on your phone to capture the entire room. Shoot from corners to show off more of the space and ensure the layout looks functional and inviting. Before you start snapping your photos, remove any unnecessary clutter or items that distract from the space's appeal. Clean off the surfaces, tidy up furniture to ensure that the space looks polished and well maintained. Keep only the essential items in the shot to avoid overwhelming the viewer. They don't have to see the coffee maker and all the kitchen utensils on the counter. Put those away. Keep the counter nice and clean. Showcase different angles of each room and don't forget to include a few close-ups of unique details. We call these vignettes. So maybe it's capturing the texture of pillows or a cozy corner of a bed and nightstand. Include shots of the entire space as well as the specific areas to give potential guests a complete picture of what they'll experience when they book your property. Tip number 5, staging the outdoors. If your rental has an outdoor space, even just a patio, we want to be sure to show it off. Outdoor areas can be a huge draw for guests, especially if they're designed for relaxation or entertaining or taking in the local area. Whether it's a charming balcony with a couple of cozy chairs or a backyard patio with string lights or a poolside oasis, staging an outdoor space is really key to drawing that attention. Add comfortable seating, stylish throw pillows, and some plants or flowers to create a cozy living outdoor atmosphere. Consider setting up the space as though it's ready for a guest to enjoy. Think about a cup of coffee on the table or a glass of wine, a book on the lounge chair, or even a soft blanket draped over the chair. These little touches really make your outdoor space feel like an extension of the indoors and allows guests to really picture themselves enjoying it. Creating an Instagram-worthy space doesn't require an unlimited budget or a complete overhaul. By following these simple design strategies, you can transform your rental into a place that attracts more attention on social media and booking platforms. If you are ready to update your vacation rental or you are in the market for a new vacation rental, I would love to chat. You can reach me through the link in my show notes. You can head over to my website, sukainteriordesign.com, or you can just send me a DM over on Instagram. I am at Suka Interior Design. That is SUKKHA Interior Design. As always, thank you so much for being here. And until next week, home happy. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of the Nomadic Spaces podcast. But here's the thing, listening to podcasts doesn't transform spaces. Taking action does. Are you ready to turn these ideas into a reality? If so, book a connection call now at sukainteriordesign.com or using the link in the show notes. If you found value in today's episode, please consider subscribing, sharing, and reviewing this podcast. I'm signing off, but I'll see you next week with more real solutions for real spaces.